is in your corner? Is anybody in your corner? Do you know? Let's dive into that, shall we? I'm Sherisse Marie. I am your priestess of Pinterest, your Pinterest alchemist. I help entrepreneurs, soulpreneurs, just like you, supercharge their marketing strategies using Pinterest so they can have the impact and income that they dream of without having to do all that client attraction crap. And so they can get off the treadmill, the hamster wheel that is social media, and just spend an hour a month doing Pinterest. That sounds interesting? We should talk. And in the meantime, I help entrepreneurs just like you talk about topics just like this. Do you have a tribe in your corner? Do you like them? Do they help? So here's my story. When I was first starting out, I didn't really know what I was doing. So I spent a ton of money, like a ton of money, signing up for a program that swore that they would get me to 10K a month in 30 days. I'm not going to say the name of the program, but that was the promise that they were making. Let's just leave it at that. The grads and I, my fellow grads and I, all now call it the unicorn farm. But at the time, we thought, okay, well, maybe she's got something here. She obviously got all of us, so there must be something to it, right? So we all signed up for this course, and very, very, very few people actually were successful long-term out of the gate. Out of the 60-some people that went through it around the time that I did, 2 are currently successful in their businesses and making enough money to do all the things. One of them is just now starting to hit it big, and the rest, well, most of us were left in the dust. Although I'm hitting it big, but in a totally different niche than I was back then. So there you go. But what I did find out of that was a tribe. I spent $10,000 Canadian, a lot of money, to find my tribe. And I found a group of people who lift me up and support me and give me that connection that I needed, the place to feel free to bounce ideas off, to present things and be told that is absolute garbage. And if you post that, or if you release that, or if you whatever that, I will disown that I ever had anything to do with you or this thing because it's garbage. I have now got a tribe of people who are my cheerleaders, who are working with me to create something better, that I am supporting, that they are supporting me, that we're teammates on this whole journey called life. And we love working together. And I challenge you, have you got that team? Now, you don't have to spend 10 grand. Oh, I can't believe I did that. You don't have to spend 10 grand to find your tribe. You really don't. But you just need to find your tribe. You need to go find the people that will support you, that will encourage you, that will allow you to move to the next level. And when you do that, when you find those people and you listen to their advice, everything becomes a lot easier. It becomes a lot easier to understand what you are doing wrong. It becomes easier to lean into what you are doing right. It becomes easier to embrace your future because you have someone else who's also invested in it. You have someone else who's excited for you. That excitement rubs off. So if you don't have it, don't panic. You will find them. You just have to kind of go hunt a little bit and make those connections. Join the free groups, join the paid groups. See who you line up with. Reach out to them a little bit. Because here's the big secret that I learned a long time ago when I started my business, like 4 or 5 years ago. You have to be the one to take that initiative. Everybody else is just as scared as you are. They really are. So if you lean in and you reach out just a little bit to a couple of people that you are really feeling like you're in alignment with, and you say, hey, you know what? I would love to just chat with you just on a semi-regular basis and just kind of bounce ideas off you, you bounce ideas off me. Let's see where it goes. And just see how that changes things in your mind. Now I am working, in a mastermind, in a free mastermind. The three of us work together. I have two that I consider my business best friends, my biz besties. And the three of us, we're in totally different niches now, totally different niches, like crazy different niches. And different niches even from where we thought we were going to start. And we have so much fun. We still meet. It has been 3 years and we still meet weekly to bounce ideas off each other, to check in on each other. We message each other on a regular basis, like, how are you doing with things? We are support for each other. We love each other. We end our calls with love you guys, and we mean it. We are there for each other. If we need something, we're in 110% in. And that is what having a small business really requires. You have to find those people that are all in. And you're going to find some of those people are going to be clients. I have clients that are like that with me. They are all in. And some of those people are going to be your tribe. They're going to be your peers. And you're going to grow with them. And who you allow in to be your tribe, it's going to say a lot about how successful you are. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot include other people who are at the same level as you, because the three of us, we were all at the same level, and we're all kind of shooting up in different directions, kind of popping off like bottle rockets. It's kind of cool, actually, and growing at different rates, and that's okay. So just do you, have some fun with it. Go find your people. Go find your people. That's all I want to talk about this week. I don't even want to talk about Pinterest, although Pinterest is fantastic and you really should be using Pinterest for your marketing. No matter who your people is, no matter which tribe is, if you want to really get your message in front of 1 million people, actually 70 million people, but who's counting? 70 million people. If you want your message to be out in front of 70 million people, be on Pinterest, because it is 70 million people who are a captive audience. They spend over an hour a month each, on average, scrolling Pinterest. Over an hour a month each, scrolling Pinterest, looking for things to make their lives better, things that they can buy, things that they can implement. They are looking for your solution, whatever your solution is, to their big problem. Now, I talk a lot about this on the channel here. Pain Web, you need to know what their big problems are, and you have to have a fantastic solution. You need to know their solution, sorry. You need to know what their dream outcome is so that you can give it to them, that solution that gets them from point A to point B. You need to know what these two things are so that you can really talk about that in a way that makes sense to them. Once you've dialed that in, Pinterest, fantastic way for organic reach. Fantastic. An hour a month, that is all that it really takes. Now you can spend a little bit more. It takes about an hour for each funnel, basically. So if you create 5 funnels in a month, that's a lot. But if you created 5 different funnel series in a month, it would take you 5 hours. And you'd have 5 different, like, oh my gosh, that would be so many pins. You would have pins coming out your ears, pins until the cows came home. You'd have 6-8 months of pins without having to do another darn thing. Wouldn't that be nice? To know that things were just chugging along. I'm telling you, Pinterest and Tailwind, they're a match made in heaven. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. Anyways, that's all I've got for you ladies today and gentlemen today. This might be been on this channel. It's not like I'm used to, okay, full disclosure here. Usually my live videos are in a private Facebook group and it's just women. So sometimes when I say ladies, it's because that's what I'm used to. But you men are definitely included as well. If you want to learn how to use Pinterest, because you know that your targets are on Pinterest, your ideal clients are on Pinterest, hit me up. Even if you don't think that they probably are. Because let's be honest, women make the bulk of purchases in this world. Men make the money, women have to choose what to prioritize to spend it on. And they're all over on Pinterest, especially the ones that actually have money. They're all over on Pinterest trying to figure out how to solve all of their and their families and their businesses' problems. Capiche? Capiche. Talk soon. Bye. Ciao.